76 for a moment to revisit some of my other games, and this is a 7 Days to Die game that I've got and been playing for a little bit. And last I left this game, I think it was just about to hit nightfall. Yeah, here we go. Okay, this is my base at a gas station. It's about to hit nightfall. I don't know if this is going to be one of the Blood Moon nights. Doesn't look like it. But, yeah, I made this base at a gas station. I'm going to show you what I've got going on here. A little bit of a lookout post here. And I dug a trench all the way around 3 sides of the gas station here. I just built some walkways so I can get to all sides and stay up above the zombies. I try to stay. There's the jump. Here we go. So here we go. Dug a pit all the way around. Let's see if I can there we go. So here, pit that goes all the way around, except for the front half, which is asphalt and street. I also built, planted trees along the edge of the trench to kind of just, zombies don't tend to attack trees, so you can kind of make the trees a pseudo wall if you want to, if you will. And over here is the front. And I built a see-through ramp because zombies don't tend to attack things they can see through. They'll try to run to you because they can see you, so they won't stop to bash it. But I built a ramp that makes them go up higher. So, oh, I heard a zombie fall in the pit back there. They'll run up this ramp and then fall in, and the impact usually breaks their legs. And when they fall in the spikes, it usually takes their legs off. So on a night attack, the speed at which they're running, they usually cripple themselves really quickly. It makes it easier to just start shooting them. But there's also a trench in the front of this ramp here. So they'll fall into that pit over there, and then they'll dig their way under, but then they'll hit asphalt and they'll just kind of just sit there for a while. So they really kind of funnel in through these little openings here. There's this duplicate on the other side. Okay, it's just regular nightfall. And then I have this. This is more for me to escape to. If they overwhelm my base, I'll get up here and then I'll just chop this, destroy this stair right here, so they can't come up here, and I can start pinging them from up here. I also have another escape route. If you look right over there, there's a ladder that goes up to that light pole, and I'll just jump up there and get up on top of there. Again, zombies don't tend to attack poles and structures like this. They try to get to you in some way, and if you leave something for them to jump up on, they won't start slapping it so much. Now they do try to, once they get through the little opening over here on these sides, they'll try to get through here. But if you leave kind of an opening for them to see through, they tend to just try to climb through here, and these spikes kind of start whittling them away. I'm eventually going to make these all very sturdy, strong steel structures. I'm also experimenting with creating little blockades for them that they tend to not go through and just kind of walk themselves into, and even at night, for instance, like, you can't tell, but there's these strips of wood that are just like chest high, and I put them here all the way down as part of the fence wall. better example might be back here. Hang on. I'm trying to remember how I built this place. Let's see here. Yeah, see, like right here. Like these little pieces of wood. I was watching something online, the guy was saying that they don't attack this. Because if they can see you, they'll just try to run and bump themselves into it. And they'll just, you know, bump up against this and won't attack it. Unless they are crawling or something like that, and they'll tend to try to attack it. But the ones that are standing up, not so much. Also another escape route. I run up here and jump to this ladder, and then up there. They don't tend to jump onto ladders if they can help it. I hear somebody. Did somebody fall in? Again, when they run and they fall, I dug the pits deep enough that when the zombies come down and fall, they break their legs. I also put little light towers out there. I don't know if you can see it, but that's to kind of give me an early warning signal. It's 2 boxes, just with 1 level of build, and then usually 4 torches around the edge. It's like a little light tower. Again, it's just to give me kind of a warning sign that they're coming. You know, can see them off in a distance. Because at nighttime, without light, it gets real fucking dark. So it's hard to tell where they're coming from and where they're at. So I like to light up the area. And I don't mind attracting them too much because I don't know if the game really takes into account like zombies running towards light sources. I haven't noticed that. I mean, they'll notice you if you're walking around with a flashlight. So maybe they will. I don't know. I started to build a higher wall around the edges. This was again to try to funnel them to go around and fall into the pit, as opposed to go this way towards my one place that's not a trench. I was thinking of stretching this wall across here, the pavement, so that when they do, is because leaving it open on one side, they won't run into it so much as they'll run around it, and hopefully I'll channel them into a pit, and not so much onto the street and try to get into my front over here. I don't know, just experimenting, trying to figure out how that's going to work. Okay, let's jump down. And my night vision goggles. Let's go inside my base. The base itself has, again, going on the theory that if they can see through it and see you, they don't tend to attack it because they see you and they just try to get to you by jumping over it. Now they will like break through this glass and they will try to break through this, but they try to leap up over. If you put these 3 things here without the stuff on top, they'll jump up on these boxes and climb over and try to get to you. But if you put these things in front and stand behind here, they just try to run towards you. I've noticed that. And they'll try to leap up and not so much beat away at the bars or the arrow slit. Now these bars are also tough as shit, so... But they'll leave these boxes alone because they're trying to jump over them. But they can't because of these bars, but because they can see you, they don't try to beat them down. So, usually. I'm also playing on console, so I don't have the new updates. Console, I think, is like behind PC on the updates. So, you know, I don't get the cool things like the Jeeps and the other stuff. And I don't know when that's going to happen. What have I got in this chest here? Clothing. Got extra clothes, my workbench. The reason I chose this gas station for number one reason, it had this already here. So I was like, oh, fuck yeah. So I made a base here, and I have storage places. What's in here? This is engine parts and batteries. What was in here? I don't remember. I may have consolidated. This is just random junk. Okay, let's put that in there. Oh, I remember what I did. Because I put these out here, all that stuff was filled up with this crap. I left some things, I didn't tear them down because, well, aesthetics, whatever. Let's see. 481 9mm rounds. 155 7.62. I can make bullets, so I just make them. Magnums and shotgun rounds. Weapons. Lots of weapons. I've been consolidating because the workbench allows you to make really good items and weapons. I don't think I have the pistol knowledge yet. That's why I have so many pistols. And once I do, though, I'm going to consolidate all these down to some really nice single pistols. Nice and purple. My medicine. My food. Which reminds me, I should eat something. Oh, I'm not hungry. Okay, let's put that back. And random building supplies. Okay. I got some shrooms. Let's put that in there. Okay. And rotting flesh. I don't know why I have rotting flesh. I think it was for mulch. Can I make mulch out of that? As I have. Does that take rotting flesh? No. Nitrate powder, dirt, fragment, and human turd. Animal fat, glue, bottled murky water, grain alcohol, moldy bread. Huh. Okay, that does nothing. Huh. Interesting. I got my furnace going here. Also another, if in case I ran into trouble, the idea was to hop up and then hop up, but with a running hop up. So I can do this and then get up here. This was early on when I didn't have the wall and everything like that. I used this as my go-to jump up to to stay up above them. And when they did get in here, they tended to, like I said, run up to this and try to get to me. And because they could see through it, they didn't really attack it. I was thinking of building a tunnel, like going down here and just digging until I... Because I've seen online some people built... like underground tunnels. I don't really like those because I don't want to be underground with one direction for the zombies to go and trap me. I like to be able to run and get the hell away. So I wasn't a big fan of that. Let's see here. I'll drop that. I don't need rotting flesh. this way is my little bike. I don't know if I have anything on it. Oh, I do. Let's leave the gas. A lumberjack a day challenge. Yeah, if I go up north and I run into some lumberjacks, I'll read that quest real quick, and it's one that says kill some lumberjacks. Obvious. Gun parts. Ammunition. We put the lead in there. Let's see how this works. There we go. Fix up that flashlight, even though it didn't really need it. But a flashlight with one durability, trash that. Make it part of another. But that's how the workbench works. Quests and stuff. 12,494 tokens. Now let's see here. So in case anybody's curious. On the map, let's see here. Like, this is a trading post. Let's see, there's like, how much of this land have I discovered? That's a treasure chest that I have to get to. I've kind of carved out a good chunk of this map. From my knowledge, there's another trading post over here. I think that's a trading post. I marked it as such. Yeah, that's a trading post. There's like 4 on the map. I think I found all 4. There's the other one. I tend to just go to those 2 though, because they're close by. I've found some towns. Down here, over here, someplace over here, is some buildings. I think it's over here. I'm not mistaken. But anyway, there are some apartment buildings that I used to hold up. When the horde comes, I like to go there sometimes and not be here, and go to the top of a building. They don't tend to trash brick and stone as fast as they would, obviously, wood structures. So I like to go sit at the top of those buildings and let them trash the shit out of that, and then come back home when I'm done. I'm building myself a little farm back here. Just trying to go through the night. Almost got another hour game time. Not a real hour. Let's see, we got 1 potato. Yeah, they used to give, like, a potato you planted it would give you 2, because then I could replant 1 and harvest 1. Now it's just harvest 1, and I'm trying to figure out the economic, like, what's the benefit. I think you're supposed to use fertilizer to grow them to get your benefit, and I'm trying to figure out how to make that work, because I've tried putting fertilizer down. That doesn't seem to do this what I think it's supposed to do. Yeah, 1 yucca fruit and 1 aloe vera plant. Now this gives you 2. Maybe this is the one I put the fertilizer down. Maybe that did work. I don't remember. It's been a while. Alright, let's see here. Alright, let's get up here. And this is my character. Got myself decked out in some leather armor. What have I got? I got leather, leggings, gloves, chest piece. Tends to overheat in the leather, but I'm in a temperate area, so that's not so bad. But when I start heading into the blasted landscapes and the dawn, we survived the night and didn't see one zombie. Except for the one that fell into my thing and died, because I don't hear it anymore. Well, anyways, that was my base. I wanted to show it off to you. Hope it wasn't too boring. Anyway, thank you, and check you later.